Welcome to my fall glam makeup tutorial. This is inspired by Alex Garza. All of the product details are in my blog post. If you need information, it's all in the info box below or in my blog post. I'm going to be writing full details on these products because I've been using a lot of them for a really long time. They're my current favorites. I've got Smashbox Primer on first. Then I'm doing Estee Lauder Double Wear. I just love this full coverage foundation. It stays on excellent throughout the day and gives me really great coverage. Slathering on that Tarte Shape Tape. YouTube made me buy it, but I'm so glad they did because this concealer is totally worth the hype. It has amazing coverage. The color I use is light enough that I use it as a highlighter and it stays in place all day. I'm dipping into the Tarte Park Avenue Princess palette. Again, all the information on the products, if I don't get the names right or I can't remember a color, you'll be able to find those write-ups and links to shop them in my blog post. So check that out for all the fun details. But this contour highlight palette is just so fantastic. It has all the colors that I need to create different dimensions and bronzing in my face and just warm up my skin. I started off using the medium browns, but I'm actually using the darkest color in this video. And I did things a little bit backwards this day. I normally apply my highlight powder to set my concealer right after I apply it, but for some reason I was just excited to bronze. So I got right into bronzing, but you know what? I always say there's no rules with makeup, just techniques, and I'm just switching up my order of my techniques this day, so no big deal. So I take the lightest, this is from the Park Avenue Princess, I set my highlight concealer, and then I just went back for a little extra bronze because I needed some more bronzer that day. But I do my jawline, I do my cheekbones, and I do my hairline when I'm doing a look like this. It does create dimension, but it also gives me like a nice bronze look. I'm just going ham with the bronzer this day because I really want that color and dimension. For some reason, my eyebrows took me a ridiculously long time this day. I always feel like eyebrows take me a long time. I have gone back and forth with considering microblading for so long and also lash extensions. I apply false lashes in this video actually, but I'm always like so tempted to get lash extensions and microblading, but I have issues with commitment and I like that I can just like switch up my shape or switch up the style of my lashes whenever I want. But let me know your thoughts on microblading and lash extensions in the comments below. I applied a little bit of the Shape Tape back onto my eyelid to work as my base for my eyeshadow after I had my eyebrows applied, and then I'm just going in with a light highlighter shadow. I always apply my highlighter over my entire lid from lash line to brow. It's just the way I've always done my makeup for years and years and years. I just feel like it sets the concealer or the shadow base and just creates like a nice shimmery highlight base. I just like the way that it lifts my eye. So then I went on in with a berry tone from the Jaclyn Hill palette, like a pretty deep matte color, and I just packed that on to my lid. Next, what I did is I took a fluffier shadow brush and I went with this is like a plummy purple color. It's almost like a wine. And I took that through my crease and I started in the outer corner, and you'll see that I just kind of keep blending it up towards the inside corner of my eyebrow. So as I blend it, I'm just like working my way up and lifting that outer corner. With the shape of my eyes, I feel like I always need to focus my depth in the outer corner to lift my eye and make it look bigger. I'm taking a pencil brush here and I'm dipping into black. So when I did the test run of this look, I didn't add any black. I stopped where I was. I added my eyeliner and my mascara. But today, to create that depth, I added black. The Jaclyn Hill palette has an awesome matte black in it. If a palette this big doesn't have a black, for me, it's not done. If you guys are afraid of black shadow, get a black eyeshadow and start playing around with it. It is a game changer for creating that depth in the outer corner of your eye. If you're going for anything smoky, you really do need to learn how to use black. I always start by literally tapping my brush. You just need the smallest amount when you're working with black, and you can move it around so much. So I stayed in the outer corner, and then I just kept moving the shadow up into the outer corner crease, not going too high. Then I take whatever is left on my pencil brush and just swipe it under my lash line. I literally just use whatever's left on the brush to just kind of give a blown out little bit of smoky definition on the bottom lash line. And then I went back with a berry color, but this was like a frosted one, and I just went over the lid a little bit more to kind of bring that berry to life and just give it a little shine. Okay, we're gonna get up close and personal with my nostrils here, guys, while I apply my winged liner and also in the part where I do my false lashes. But I think this gives you a pretty good idea of how I apply my winged liner. The intensity, you can feel it right now. Because I'm like, oh, you got to get the line right or it's just going to be a situation, especially when you already have your foundation on, which in this case, I did my foundation first. But I always do my little line first, my little wing. I mark it out, try my best to get it even on both sides. And I find this angle with my eyelids when I first mark it out with my eyes kind of open, it really helps me to see where the line is going to lay when my eyes are open. And then I just go ahead and trace across. I can make a little triangle in the outer corner, and then I just trace across the rest of my eyelid. And I'm using the Stila, it's like in a pot. It's a gel eyeliner. Really like it. Mascara. And I make my weird mascara face. And if you don't make a weird mascara face, well, then I think you're a little bit odd. Now for my lips, I'm doing liner. This one is from Carol Baker Visage. My lipstick and my liner are both from Carol Baker Visage. And this is Rescue Me or something like that. It'll be detailed in the blog post, but I'm overlining my lips a little bit. I always kind of start on the lip line and then go a little bit outside. I really love the look of the liner showing right now. It's really 90s, but I just love it. So I like my liner to be a little bit darker than my lipstick, and I like to trace outside my lips and make them look a little bit fuller because you know I don't have any filler in those lips. They're all natural. Okay, we've got some lash glue. We've got some lashes going on. I like to use my fingers. This is just what I'm comfortable with. And I find if I've got my mascara on already, it acts almost like a shelf for you to set your false lashes. I have a tutorial with tips specifically for false lash application. So I will link that either in this video or in the info box so you guys can check it out. And those tips are what I've collected over the last few years of applying false lashes, but they have made a huge difference. One other thing that's a game changer is just letting the glue dry on the lashes before you apply them just a little bit. After I have my false lashes on, I always feel like I need to go back and touch up a tiny little bit because I feel like my shadow needs to be just a smidge darker to match the lashes. You know what I mean? I'm setting with the Urban Decay All Night Setting Spray, which I love. I'm happy with the way this look came together, and I'm really happy that I achieved that depth that I wanted to achieve. Wait a second, I didn't put on enough makeup. Glitter! I need glitter. So I grab my Stila glitter, Just tap it on. This glitter is so amazing. If you guys haven't tried this, it's Christmas is coming. Get yourself some glitter. I just love it. I have so many tutorials using this glitter. So for this look, I just wanted that shine in the middle of the eye. So I just tapped it on with the actual applicator, and then I took a concealer brush and I blended out the edges to just diffuse it a little bit. And when your makeup like turns out the way you envisioned it in your mind, it makes you so happy. It makes me happy, at least. And it also makes me happy that you guys watched this video and hung out with me. Give it a thumbs up. Share your thoughts in the comments below. I love you guys. I'll see you later.